Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer and move to Arsenal. And listen, Arsene Wenger has been doing his press conference today. First of all, before we get into the transfer rumours, let's pick out some of the best bits of it. First of all, he said that Bellerin, Coquelin, Gibbs and Giroud are all going to be fit for this weekend, so that's really good news. He was also asked about Carl Jenkinson, and he said that, listen, he almost literally said it, that, you know, Palace have come in for Carl Jenkinson, and now it's up to Carl Jenkinson to decide whether he's going to move to Crystal Palace or not. So Jenkinson is definitely going to be on his way out by the looks of it. He also confirmed that there's been a new one-year extension for Per Mertesacker, something that we reported earlier on in the week. And he also said he's 2 weeks away from being fit. The interesting one was he kept getting asked about Dimitri Payet. Would he sign Dimitri Payet? Now, whilst he said that, listen, Arsenal don't need Dimitri Payet, we've got a lot of quality players in that area, blah, blah, blah. He also said that he does rate Payet. He is a quality player. He didn't appear to me to completely dismiss it. But he still was sort of saying that, in his opinion, they've got a lot of players who play in that area, and basically said that he thinks that the transfer window for Arsenal is going to be quiet, right? He didn't say he's not going to do anything at all, but it's going to be quiet. So that's basically what Arsene Wenger's been saying today. As we know, he keeps his cards very close to his chest. Could he move for Payet? I don't know. He seems to be suggesting there that he won't move for Payet, but he hasn't ruled it out completely, which is the kind of interesting one. And what was quite interesting to me today is I was looking at this rich list that came out. They do this every year. Deloitte take a look at the teams that are the richest in the world based on revenue. And if you take a look at this top 20 here, you will see Arsenal there at number 7, £350 million plus per year is their income. Man United on top there, 515. Remember, it's just their revenue, so that's just the money that they get in. Barcelona 2nd, Real Madrid 3rd, Bayern Munich 4th, Man City 5th, PSG, then Arsenal, above Chelsea, Liverpool and Juventus. So this is one of the reasons why when it comes to buying players, when it comes to spending, etc., fans over the years have become very frustrated with Arsenal, because it's like the money is there. And to be fair, in the summer, we did spend quite a bit of money. But when I look at that list, I'm like, why are we not in when somebody like a Griezmann's mentioned and it's may cost 80 million? With those amount of, you know, income that's coming in for Arsenal, we could definitely be making the moves for those sort of players. Because you look at Juventus, who are down there, number 10 in that list, right? And they paid £85 million for a player in the summer. So that's, you know, just interesting for me looking at that, saying to myself, we should be able to make these big moves now with the money that we got coming in. We're the 7th richest country in the world. 7th richest team, should I say, in the world. Now, player that's been linked to Arsenal today, plays for Lyon. He goes by the name of Rachid, Ghezzal. Hope I pronounced that right, probably not. He's Moroccan, plays on the wing. Lyon player. Now he's available on a free transfer in the summer, and that means, you know, even at the moment clubs can talk to him. Arsenal linked with him, Everton, Monaco, Atletico Madrid, a whole host of clubs linked to him. I mean, his current wages, I was reading about this today, his current wages at the moment is £9,000 a week, right? So obviously they're not going to be able to continue paying him that at Lyon. Lyon apparently have offered to up his wages to £65,000 a week, so that's not a bad pay rise. But obviously, like, even the bigger clubs in the Premier League can offer even more than teams like Lyon. Now, would Arsenal move in for this guy? I mean, we've got so many wingers at the moment. You know, there's Ox out there, there's Walcott can play out there. I don't think it's an area. You know, Iwobi, Lucas Perez. I don't think that is an area really where Arsenal are really, you know, desperate to get a player in, but he's been linked with Arsenal today. Alexis Sanchez, as I say, every day at the moment until he signs a new contract, we're doing our Alexis watch. Well, on the Alexis watch today, the Mirror report that Arsenal told Juventus basically that they don't care if you're offering 60 million, Alexis Sanchez is not for sale. And if that's true, I'm very glad to know that, because we don't want to be losing a player of Alexis's quality. But that is what the Mirror reporting today, that they have said that Alexis Sanchez is not for sale. So Juventus, you know, forget about it. Don't even bother put an offer in. He's not going anywhere. So that's good news, if true. But what about the contracts of these guys? 3 other Arsenal players that have only got 18 months left on their contract, and 3 quite important players: Jack Wilshere, Kieran Gibbs and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Again, only 18 months left. That means, you know, very soon they'll be getting into that 1 year left. Gibbs, is he going to stay? I mean, he's surely going to start wanting guarantees on playing first team football. And then Arsenal might be a bit tentative with his contract because he picks up so many injuries. A very good player, possibly should be starting now, the form he's been on this season, but he's just injured all the time. Oxlade-Chamberlain having a much better season this year, but still can be a bit, you know. But, you know, I'd love to see us sign him up to a new deal. I think he's a guy that's improving. And Jack Wilshere, he's got away to Bournemouth. He's on fire. As I said right from the beginning of this loan deal, it worries me that he might, at the end of that loan deal, you know, with only a year left, get loads of teams coming in and say, well, why don't you come over to us? We'll make you play every week. And if Arsenal can't guarantee him that every week, would Wilshere then decide to himself that, well, you know what, let me go somewhere else where, you know, I'm going to feature. I love Arsenal, but, you know, let me go somewhere else where I could feature week in, week out. I mean, he's a footballer. He's got to look after his own interests. I mean, look at Carl Jenkinson. He loves Arsenal, but Arsenal are willing to sell him. So that's just how it goes. So very, very interesting on those ones. Listen, remember yesterday I spoke about this game here? Football Billionaire, and thanks to the guys from Football Billionaire. They're actually sponsoring the show at the moment as well. So the guys from Football Billionaire, thank you very much for giving us some of these games to give away on the show. And what I said I'd do is send us in your 10-second video clips, and the best one I would give one of these copies of Football Billionaire to. Now listen, I'll be absolutely inundated with video clips, and it's all good. Thank you very much for everyone who sent them in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to feature some of them today. Take a look at these ones and see what you think of them. And then tomorrow we'll feature some more because there's been so many. So take a look at what these guys had to say and who they think Arsenal should bring in.
The best bit of transfer business Arsenal can do in the January transfer window is 1, sort out what the manager's doing in the summer. Is he staying or is he going? Get Ozil and Sanchez tied down to new deals.
Get Isco as a replacement for Sanchez. He's a very sharp, young and a very, very creative player.
Hi, Gaby from Brussels. I've been an Arsenal fan my whole life. I think we should buy Payet and Royce because they're both really good, skillful players, and Payet can do anything. He's fast, he can play on the wings, he's pacey, he's good at free kicks, and Ghezzal out. And I think we should buy Royce because if we play Sanchez as striker and have Royce on the side, he'd link up with Ozil and all of the German guys in our team. And
hi Robbie, I think we should sign 27-year-old Charles Arangues. He's a Chilean international playing for Bayern Leverkusen. He's a centre midfielder with great technical ability and always plays for the shirt. £10.2 million price tag. He can play with Santa Cruz.
Hi Robbie, I think in this January transfer window we should go get Jose Gaya from Valencia. He's an excellent player and he can play anywhere in the back four.
Hi Robbie, I think Arsenal should sign Luke Shaw and Dimitri Payet. And roses are red, violets are blue, Bayern Arsenal will beat.
Hi Robbie, like you, I feel we should be making a move for Dimitri Payet. He's a quality player, available, and he'll be able to fit our style of play really well.
So you've heard from those guys some really, really good suggestions there from those guys. Do you know the one that I liked? I like the one where the guy's talking about the Chile player. Yeah, the Chile player, Charles Arangues. Yeah, I like that one because I haven't really heard that suggestion before. He's a good player, actually. 27 years of age, like the guy said. Plays for Bayer Leverkusen. And when you think about it, listen, it wouldn't be one... I couldn't see it as anything that could go in for January. But a long-term replacement for Ramsey maybe, if say Ramsey left or something like that. And also, he's Chilean. He'd be a good mate of Alexis Sanchez, and he'd be able to help him to stay, give him a bit of company, apart from just Atom and Humber. You know what I mean? So I like that suggestion. So you know what? This football billionaire is going to be on its way to you, mate. And keep those coming in. And also, don't forget, if you want to get hold of this game, excellent game, where you can be the manager and you can buy the players and you can buy the club. The link is in the description below. If you quote the code Arsenal, anybody here on ArsenalFanTV will get a big discount off the game. All right, so that can't be bad if we're offering you that. All right, so well done to those guys from Football Billionaire. Well done to you guys. Brilliant suggestions, by the way, from everyone who put those forward. So thanks for watching the show, and we'll be back round about the same time tomorrow.